Dear friends, welcome to Learning Abode. In this video, I'm going to solve the quantitative aptitude questions from the latest CGL paper. So these questions I have taken from the 12th April 2022, like session 1 and session, it's a combination. Some questions I have taken from session 2, okay, because session 1 part of it I had uploaded as a Tamil video, so I didn't want to mostly repeat the questions. So except 1 or 2 questions, okay, these are completely different from what I had earlier done in Tamil. And also 13th April paper reasoning section, I had uploaded a complete video. So if you're looking for reasoning part, you can make use of that. Now before I move on to the questions, so first coming to the pattern, as far as the tier 1 examination is concerned, it's a computer based examinations, and the questions will be either in English or Hindi, only in these two languages. And in total, if you see, you have 100 questions, and each question carries 2 marks, so totally 200 marks. And please remember, there is negative marks for wrong answers. Okay, there is 0.5 negative marks for wrong answers, and if you don't answer a question, of course 0 marks, and if you answer it correctly, 2 marks, as I said before. And the total duration is 1 hour. Okay, so there are 4 sections. Each section carries 25 marks. And in our channel, we have videos related to reasoning, general awareness, and quantitative aptitude. Now the videos are available in both English as well as Tamil, so mostly I have not repeated the questions. So if you are familiar with both the languages, maybe you can look at all the videos, right? All the videos and preparatory materials, everything is provided in the description. And as far as English comprehension is concerned, we have a practice platform. Okay, so the questions I have uploaded there, you can take it like a kind of a test. Even the general awareness part also, you can take it like a kind of a test, right? Now, so this is the official syllabus that is given in the latest notification. Now this syllabus, we can break it down into this many topics. Okay, so for example, we can say the data interpretation part, okay, so which involves statistical charts like pie chart, bar chart, a graph, etc. So you have 4 questions. Okay, I mean this is not a fixed number. Okay, now this is something from the 12th April shift 1 paper. Okay, so you can expect kind of more or less similar numbers. Okay, number of questions in each topic, plus or minus 1 or 2. Okay, so in this paper, if you see statistical charts, there are 4 questions. Trigonometry, including 1 question in heights and distance. Okay, you have 3 questions. Mensuration, there is volumes and areas, and based on formula and all, you have 2 questions. Geometry, 3 questions. Algebra, algebraic formula based a plus b whole square, or a plus b whole cube, or a plus b plus c whole cube, etc. You have 2 questions, and then 1 question each in time, speed, distance, and time and work, and percentage, profit loss, simple interest, compound interest, all put together 4 questions, etc. In total, you have and LCM, HCF, so divisibility test and all that, 2 questions, right? So in total, you have about 25 questions, right? Now we will move on to the actual questions. Now the first question, it's a question based on divisibility rule, right? So we have been given that a 7-digit number, now that's divisible by 88, and but in that 7-digit, 2 digits are missing, which have been represented by A and B, right? Now the question asked is, what is the difference between B and A, right? Now when we have 88, we know we have to split this into 8 and 11. Okay, so which means we need to know the divisibility test for 8, and we need to know the divisibility test for 11, right? So first we'll start with 8. So what is the divisibility test for 8? Now the last 3 digits should be divisible by 8. For a number to be divisible by 8, the last 3 digits should be divisible by 8. For example, and also if you have to extend it, for a number to be divisible by 4, the last 2 digits have to be divisible by 4. So likewise here, the last 3 digits should be divisible by 8. Okay, so maybe we can start with the least possible value for B, which is 0. Okay, now 460, is it divisible by 8? No. The next even number is 462, that is also not divisible, whereas 464 is divisible. So we can say B is 4. Okay, the value of B is 4, right? Now let's take this 8A 5 1 4 6 4. Okay, Now we have to go for the divisibility test of 11. Now the divisibility test of 11 says that, okay, now if you take the alternate numbers, okay, the difference between sum of the alternate numbers either should be 0 or 11. Okay, so here let's take the alternate number, the numbers in the odd positions. Okay, so 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 plus 4 is 17, 17 plus 4 is 21. Okay, minus, and we have like in the even place like a 1 and 6. Okay, minus a plus 1 plus 6. Now this should be either 0 or 11. Okay, it should be either 0 or 11. Now what we have is 21 minus a minus 7 is equal to 0 or 11, right? So we get 14 minus a equal to 0 or 14 minus a equal to 11. Okay, now 14 minus a equal to 0 is not possible because we are expecting a single digit number in place of a, right? So 14 minus a equal to 11, now that is possible, so we can say a equal to 3, a equal to 3. Now we have got b as 4. Now b is 4 and a is 3. Now what is asked is b minus a, so 4 minus 3 equal to 1. Answer option 3 is the answer for the first question. Okay, answer option 3 is the answer for the first question. So it's a question based on divisibility, for which we have to be aware about the divisibility rule for 8 and 11, and using that we can solve this question. Now to the second question. Now this is a simplification question, right? So for this question we know we have to use the Bodmer's rule. Okay, so which is like bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. Now this should be the order of priority in terms of multiplication, in terms of the operations. Okay, so which means we should do the brackets first. Okay, so 12 minus 9 is 3 and 3 minus 8 is minus 5. Okay, so we should do the brackets first and then comes off. Okay, so let's just try to write it again. Now so we have, let's try to rewrite it. Okay, so 40 divided by, okay, 5 of 2, so we have to do this first. So 5 of 2 is 10. Now multiply by whole bracket 18 divided by 6, okay, into 12 minus 9 we have got 3. Okay, 3 of 5. Okay, so let me just write it. Okay, 3 of 5, let me just write it as 15. Okay, and minus 3 minus 8 is 5, so minus of minus 5 is plus 5. Minus of minus 5 is plus 5, and this whole bracket, okay, divided by 25. This whole bracket is divided by 25. Okay, so let's just simplify it further. Now this is like 4 times 4 plus, 4 into, now let's check what is there in the bracket. Now 18 by 6, so like it's like 3 times 3 into 15 is 45, 45 plus 5 is 50. Okay, so 4 into 50 by 25, 4 into 50 by 25. Now 50 by 25 is 2, right? So this leads to 4 into 2, now that's equal to 8. It's there in the answer choice, answer option 3, question number 2, answer option 3, 8 is the answer for question number 2. Now third question, it's a data interpretation question. So in data interpretation, usually if you see, you are given maybe a table or a pie chart or a bar chart, okay, or even sometimes, you know, like a line graph and all that. Now based, so wherein you are given numerical data in these formats. Okay, now you have to answer the question based on that. So in this particular paper there are 4 questions, you know, like in data interpretation. I have taken 2 questions for this video, and in my Tamil video I had solved the other 2. Okay, and here if you see, it's very simple data interpretation question. So you have like 5 states, right, A, B, C, D, E, and you have like 2 bars here. Okay, the first one represents the youth. Okay, now this line represents the youth, and the second one represents the employed youth. Okay, now the question here is very simple. They are asking for the ratio of number of youth in states A, C and E to the number of employed youth in B, C and D. Okay, now let's take the number of youth in A, C and E. Now A it is 12, okay, A it is 12 and C it is 11.5 and E it is 9. That is the number of youth, okay, and number of employed youth in B, okay, it's 7 and C 10, okay, this 10 and D is 7.5. okay, now if you sum it up, you have like the numerator is 32.5 and the denominator is 24.5. now if you simplify, you get 65:49. if you simplify, you get 65:49. It's such a simple data interpretation, or in in the syllabus language they're calling it as a statistical chart. okay, so question number 3, 65:49 is the answer. Now question number 4, it's a simple interest based question. It's not a difficult question but a little time consuming, right? Now so you have to like prioritize, how you're going to solve these questions. okay, so what we have here is in 6 years, okay, principal plus the 6 years interest. okay, so PNR by 100, right? So P into 6 into R by 100, so 6 years interest. Now that's equal to 59,200. so similarly, like 10 years interest, if you see, it is 10 years interest, like principal plus interest, if you see, it is 72,000. okay, now if you take this as equation 1 and this as equation 2, now if you subtract 1 and 2, what you get is 4 years of interest alone. okay, so 4 years of interest alone, that is 4 into rate of interest. okay, 4 into rate of interest into principal by 100. now that will be 4 years interest alone will be 12,800. okay, 4 years interest alone will be 12,800, and so 1 year interest, that is PR by 100, will be 3,200. okay, now what is this 72,000? that is 10 years interest plus principal. okay, so if 1 year interest is 3,200, 10 year interest plus principal will be 32,000. okay, 1 year interest is 3,200, so 10 years interest will be 32,000. now if principal plus interest is 72,000, then the principal alone is 40,000. the principal alone is 40,000. now what they are saying is that the interest would be like 2% high. okay, the interest would be like 2% high. so in that case, if the interest would be like 2% high, then every year that that 2% high would be, that is 2% on this would be like 800. 2% on this would be 800. okay, so now every year, now initially the interest every year was 3,200. okay, now it will be like 4,000. okay, so earlier it was 3,200 per year interest, now it will be like 4,000. okay, and we want 76,000, we want to attain 76,000, right? Now we know the principal is 40,000. okay, so the interest should be like additional 36,000. so every year we get 4,000 interest, so we get 36,000 in total, like interest alone. so 4,000 per year means it will be achieved in 9 years. It will be achieved in 9 years. Answer option 2, 9 is the answer for the 4th question, right? Now 5th question, this is a simple question only, but again a little calculation tedious one, right? so what happens here? okay, the petrol price is increased by 5%. okay, so because of that, how much you have to spend, that is the actual question, but that additional information is given. okay, so man travels 30,045 km every month. okay, and his vehicle gives a mileage of 15 km per liter. so which means how many liters of petrol every month he is spending? 3045 by 15, he is spending 203 liters every month. 203 liters every month, and the cost of petrol was 82 rupees earlier. Okay, now it is increased by 5%. That additional 5% is what we have to find out. Okay, so that's 5 by 100. 5 by 100, right? So this will be like 20. This will be like 4.1. So 203 into 4.1. Okay, so this is what we are supposed to find out. So 41 into 3 is 123. Okay, 123, because we have a 0, we can write it as 2 3. Okay, and 41 into 2 is 82. 82 plus 83, so 832.3 approximately. Okay, it's 832. Answer option 1, 832 is the answer for this question, right? Fifth question, 832. Now sixth question. So we need a triangle. I mean, there is no image given. Okay, so a triangle ABC, angle A is 88. Okay, if I is the incenter, then what is the measure of angle BIC? Okay, so there is no image given, we have to draw that. So let's say we have like A, B and C. Okay, so this point I is the incenter. Now I'm sorry, so let's have like A, B and C, and we have incenter. Incenter, we know it is the meeting point of angle bisectors. It is a meeting point of angle bisectors. That is, if this angle is equal, this angle is also equal. If this is, these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal. That is, this is half B, okay, and this is half B. Similarly, that is half C and another half C. Now this is 88. Angle A is 88. Now we have to find BIC. Okay, we have to find BIC. Now the total angle is 180, right? 180 minus 88. 180 minus 88 is equal to 92. Okay, that's 92. That is, angle B plus angle C equal to 92. Now what we have here is half of angle B and half of angle C. That will be like 46. Okay, so the remaining would be 130 minus, 180 degrees total. This triangle BIC, total angle is 180 minus half of B and half of C. If you subtract, that's 46. If you subtract, you will get 134. Okay, so BIC is 134. That's answer option 2. Question number 6, answer option 2 is the right answer. Measure of angle BAC is 134. Now question number 7, it's a time and work question. So what we have here is two people, A and B. Now A completes 25% of work in 15 days. 1/4 of work in 15 days means full work he will do in 60 days, and he works for 15 days, and then B alone completes the remaining work in 30 days. Okay, so which means A works for 15 days means A has completed 1/4 of work, so remaining is 3/4. That 3/4 work B is able to complete in 30 days. So 3/4 work in 30 days means full work B will be able to do in 40 days. Full work B will be able to do in 40 days. Now the question is, in how many days together they will finish 50% of the total work. Okay, now A alone will complete the task in 60 days, B alone in 40 days. So together in how many days they will complete? So I'll take the rate of work or 1 day work, 120, right? So this is 2 plus 3, 5 by 120. Now that's 1 by 24. So together they'll complete the task in 24 days. Now the question is, in how many days they'll complete 50% of the task. So 50% of the task is half of this task. So half of this 24 is 12. Answer option 3. 12 is the answer for the 7th question. Now 8th question, what is the average of all the prime numbers between 70 and 90? So let's just try to manually calculate the prime check the prime numbers. 70 is not a prime, okay, 71 is a prime number, 73 is a prime number, 75 is not a prime number, 77 is not a prime number, then 79, 81 is not a prime number, 83 is a prime number, 85 no, 87 is not a prime number, then 89. Okay, so these are the 5 prime numbers between 70 and 90. Okay, so there are multiple ways of doing this. Okay, now one is, of course, you can sum it up. Okay, you can sum up all this and divide by 5. Okay, so if you sum up all this, you will get 12, 21, 24, 25. Okay, so 10, 18, 25, 32 and 395 by 5, that will be like 79. Answer option 3, 79 is the answer. Okay, or you can, if you take 79 as the middle value, right, now you can check the deviation from 79 for the other two numbers. Okay, so here the deviation is, difference is 8 and 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. Okay, now here if you see, the difference is 4 and 10. Okay, 4 plus 10 is 14. So both LHS and RHS, the difference is equal, 14 and 14. Okay, so which means this is the center middle term. Okay, so this is the average. Now this is another way of concluding it, but if you're not comfortable, you can just go with the conventional method. Anyhow, the answer is answer option 3, 79. Now 9th question, another like statistical chart, or let's say data interpretation question. So they have given that the marks scored by 40 students in a test of 30 marks. Okay, the test is conducted for 30 marks and 40 students have attempted it, and the minimum pass mark is 10. Okay, but the question is, how many students have scored less than 2/3 of the marks? Okay, so the test was for 30 marks and they have given marks up till 30, right? Now when they say 2/3 of the marks, 20 marks. Okay, and they're asking like how many have got less than 2/3. Okay, so less than 2/3 means less than 20. So 20, this is the 20 line. Less than 2/3 means, so we have this 2 plus 8 is 10, 10 plus 7 is 17, 17 plus 8 is 25. That's answer option 3. Answer option 3, 25 is the answer for question number 9. Question number 10, the difference between volume of a sphere and of radius 7 and volume of a cone of radius height. So we know the formula. Volume of a cone is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, that's volume of a sphere. Now volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now if you take what is common, if you take it outside, okay, 1 by 3 into pi, and radius is same. Okay, so we can take r also like common outside, which is like 7 square. Okay, so what is left out here? 4 is left out. Okay, and then 1 r, which is 7, 4 into 7 minus here the height, like 10 is left out. Okay, and so we have 1 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 7 into 28 minus 10 is 18. So 7 and 7 gets cancelled. 3, 18 is like 6. Okay. Sorry, this is 7 square. Okay, so this is 7 square. So 7 is left out. So what we have is 22 into 7 into 6, right? That will be like 22 into 7 is 154. 154 into 6 would be 924. That's answer option 3. So it's just a very simple formula based question. So if you know the formula, you can proceed and solve. Now question number 11, it's a profit loss discount based question. Now a mark price of an article is 625. Okay, so mark price is the one that you see on the label. Okay, so like the tag what you see, that's the mark price, and discount is usually offered on the mark price. Okay, and here they're offering a discount of 32%. Okay, now if you offer 32% discount, okay, so you are selling at 68% of mark price. Now you are selling at 68% of mark price, that will be your selling price. Okay, so 68% of 625. Okay, so selling price is 68% of 625. Now if you simplify, now this is 17, this is 25, this is 25 times, so that's 425. Selling price is 425. Now they're saying there is a profit of 25 rupees. There is a profit of 25 rupees. Okay, so when you say there is a profit of 25 rupees, what is the cost price? In case of profit, selling price minus profit is the cost price. So 425 minus 25, 400 rupees is the cost price. Now the question is, what is the profit percentage? So profit percentage, we know it is selling price minus cost price upon cost price by 100, or we can say 25 rupees profit out of 400. 25 rupees profit out of 400, okay, into 100, that's the profit percentage. So 25 by 4 is 6.25%. Rounded off, it is answer option 3, 6%. It is 6.25%, rounded off it is 6%. That's the answer for question number 11. Now question number 12, we have a square plus b square plus 49c square plus 18 is equal to 2 into b minus 28 c minus a. Then what is the value of a plus b minus 7c? Okay, so let's just try to write what is given, right? Now this together if you put, you will get a square plus 2a plus 1 plus b square minus 2b plus 1 plus 49c square plus 56c plus 16 equal to 0. Okay, that is, now this you will get after bringing this is equal to 0. Now this you will get after bringing the right hand side to the left hand side and then like splitting up conveniently. Okay, so after that you will have a plus 1 whole square plus b minus 1 whole square plus 7c plus 4 whole square equal to 0. Okay, now in which case you will get that equation will be 0 only when a plus 1 equal to 0, okay, or b minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, that is a plus 1 should be 0 and b minus 1 should be 0 and 7c plus 4 that also should be 0. Only in that case the equation will be 0. So which means a equal to minus 1 and b equal to 1 and c will be of course minus 4 by 7. Now take this value and then substitute it here. Okay, so a equal to minus 1 plus b equal to 1. Now minus 7c means c is minus 4 by 7, so minus 7c would be plus 4. Okay, that will be like plus 4. So the answer will be 4. That's answer option 1. Okay, minus 1 and plus 1 is gone. So the answer will be 12th question, the answer is plus 4. Now 13th question, it's a very simple trigonometry based question, but we should know the basic formula so that we can solve it quickly, right? So we have been given that cot B is 12 by 5. What will be the value of sec B? Now, so we need these relationship. So what is cot B? It is adjacent side by opposite side. Okay, so adjacent side is 12, opposite side is 5. So when we know this is 12 and this is 5, okay, hypotenuse, Pythagorean triplet, we know the hypotenuse should be 13, okay, because 12 square is 144, 5 square is 25, 144 plus 25 is 169, which is 13 square, okay, so hypotenuse is 13. Now the question asked is about sec B. Now what is sec B? It is hypotenuse by adjacent side. So hypotenuse is 13, adjacent side is 12, so 13 by 12, that's answer option 2. That's answer option 2 for question number 13. Now question number 14. At present, age of A is younger than B by 8 years. See, when they say at present the difference is 8, not just at present, okay, whether it is the past or the future, okay, at all times, okay, it is always the difference is 8. Okay, it is always the difference is 8. Okay, now they say that if 4 years ago their ages were in the ratio 1:2, okay, so 4 years ago the ratio was 1:2, means the difference is always 8. Okay, when you say 1:2, it is x and 2x, x and 2s. As I said, the difference is always 8. So x and 2x, the difference is x. So if x equal to 8, then the ages, okay, so A and B, they are 8 and 16, 8 and 16. Now this is like the 1:2 ratio. When was it? It was like 4 years before. 4 years before. Now what will be the present age of B? Now 4 years before B was 16. Now in 4 years time he will be 20. So that's answer option 2. See, the advantage of this method is that without writing any steps, the moment you look at the question, you can just keep putting the numbers and then get the answer. Okay, so answer option 2, 20 is the answer for question number 14. Now question number 15. So what is happening here? Let's just try to depict it. So you have like two places from x to y and then y to x. Now A go from x to y, and A goes from x to y and B goes from y to x. B goes from y to x. And what happens is that they are crossing each other, right? And they, let's say, they are meeting at some point. They are meeting at some point. Now after meeting, okay, after meeting, A takes 6 1/8 hours. So time taken by A after meeting is 6 1/8 hours, and after meeting B takes 8 hours, right? Now there are multiple ways of doing this. There is one popular shortcut. So anyhow, let's just try to see what is given. Now so A's speed is 32 kilometers. A's speed is 32 kilometers per hour, and A takes 6 1/8, okay, which is 49 by 8, which is 49 by 8 is the time duration to reach the destination after meeting. So that will be like 196. Okay, so after meeting, A is traveling 196 kilometers. Okay, now A is traveling 196 kilometers. Now the question is of course about speed of B, right? Now the remaining distance, okay, that is D minus 196. B is traveling in 8 hours. Okay, now when you have this case, okay, so that is when they cross each other. Now speed of A by speed of B, the ratio is given by root of T2 by T1. Okay, so root of time taken by B after crossing by time taken by, or I'll write it B and A, time taken by B after crossing and time taken by A after crossing. Okay, so here in this case, speed of A we have been given 32, speed of B is what we have to find out, speed of B is what we have to find out, and root of time taken by B will be like 8 hours and time taken by A will be like 49 by 8. Okay, so we get 32 by speed of B is equal to, you will get 8 by 7, 8 by 7. So speed of B is 28 km per hour. Okay, so I think, I'm sorry, this part is not required. Okay, so if we just use the formula, okay, so after meeting whatever time taken, okay, so speed of A by speed of B is equal to root of after meeting whatever the time they are taking. So that's the shortcut formula here. Using that formula we can get the answer. Now question number 16, I'll give you a shortcut, please try to follow that. If you follow it, we can just get the answer like very quickly, but the prerequisite is that we have to know the relationship. Okay, for example, if it is when you talk about heights and distance, of course we are going to talk about the right angle triangle. Okay, so in right angle triangle, let's say the angles are like 45, 45, 90, then we know the relationship between the length is like 1:1:√2, right? So here this question involves 30 degree and 60 degree, so it's going to be like 30, 60, 90 triangle, which means it's going to be like 1:√3:2. Okay, so it's going to be like 1:√3:2, right? So now, so the image has not been given, so we have to get the image. So what is given here is that when you look at from the top of, so there is a pole and a tower. When you look at from the top of the tower, the angle of elevation is top of the pole to the top of the tower, the angle of elevation is 60 and the depression to the tower. Okay, so angle of depression is 30. So what we have is 2, 30, 60, 90 triangles are there. Okay, so let's take, this is 60, this is like 30 and this is 90. So what is the relationship? Now if this is 1, now this is √3 and this is 2. Okay, so 1:√3:2. Now that is the relationship, right? Now in that case, let's take this triangle here, where this is 30, this is 90 and this is 60. Okay, so in which case we have the relationship is 1, the relationship is, I'm sorry, like we have like 1:√3:2, 1:√3:2. So if you take this triangle, we have, if you take this part as 1, okay, if you take this part as 1, now this is √3 and this is 2, right? Now as per, if you take the top triangle, the triangle on the top, okay, so this triangle, now this triangle as it is, the base is 1 and this part is √3. Okay, the base is 1 and this part is √3 and this is 2. Now if the base is, now if this is 1, then this is √3. Now what if this is √3? If this is √3, now this will be √3 into √3, that will be like 3. So what I'm trying to say is that now this part is 1 and this part is 3, right? So if the pole, the length of the pole is 1, then the length of the tower is like 4 times. Now this is a repeated question. Okay, so whenever you get this 30, 60, the same question, even so I've seen that only numbers keeps changing. Okay, so whatever you get as the height of the pole, you can just write the height of the tower as like 4 times. Okay, So 24, see this is 1 means this that is if the height of the pole is 1, then the height of the tower is 4. So if this is 24, then then the height of the tower is 96. Answer option 3, 96 is the answer. Now we have come to the last question. So the question paper has 25 questions, but I've taken only about like 7 questions. Okay, I've avoided the repetition of the questions in the same topic. Okay, so this is the last question. So this question, as you can see, it's based on tangent secant theorem. So we have a tangent right, which meets at point T, and we have a secant, like which intersects at A and B. Now we have to find length of the chord AB. Okay, so let's just try to draw that as a diagram. So what we have here is we have a point P, and the tangent is touching at T, and we have a secant, okay, is touching at A and B. So we know the tangent secant theorem relationship, so that is PT square is equal to PA into PB. PT square is equal to PA into PB. Now PT length we know it is 10.5. So 10.5 square is equal to PA is 7 and PB is this 7 plus whatever answer we need. Okay, so 7, let's take it as 7 plus x. So 10.5 square we can write it as 110.25. Now how to calculate this quickly, like, so there is a separate video on like how to get the squares quickly and all that. Okay, it's a short video, okay, just 40 seconds or something. Okay, so you can check that, it will be useful. So 110.25 is equal to 7 into 7 plus x. Okay, so if you just simplify, you get this is 15, right? 15.75. So 7 plus x equal to 15.75. So x equal to 8.75. That's answer option 2. Answer option 2 is the answer for question number 17. Right. I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any queries or difference of opinion, you can post your comments in the comment section below. Now if you want me to solve any particular question, okay, or if you have to share any image kind of a thing, so if it is a text, you can just put it in the comments here. Now if it is an image, probably you can share it in my Insta handle. Okay, so where whenever possible, like I'll try to answer your queries. If you like this video, please click on the like button and share it with your friends who may need it. And if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.